Hey there, book people. I'm back. It's been a while, quite a while. It's not one of those leave a booktube sort of things. You know, I've been seeing the threads going around, lots of videos about why people leave booktube and different thoughts on that. I think the last one I watched was from Jim over at Mystery and Mayhem, and there's a lot of good thoughts and a lot of good perspectives, but that none of that really pertained to what happened with me. Basically, try to keep a long story pretty short. Back in early summer, it was actually, to be specific, it was the night that we were recording the Ebes episode that I guested on. I just started not feeling, during the recording, something wasn't right. I wasn't feeling right. And things began to progress kind of rapidly. Eventually, I ended up in the emergency room, and very shortly after that, having to have a major emergency surgery, and it was pretty major. Kind of a little bit of a background, not to get into too much detail, but back in 2020 I had an operation to remove colon cancer, and I have been cancer-free since then. Everything has been great as far as that is concerned, but there was apparently a problem with the surgery. A leak had developed at the surgery site, and over the time that in between then and now, things got really bad. I got really infected, and yeah, it was kind of touch or go for a little bit there. So thankfully, that's all taken care of. It's been about 10 weeks now, I think, since I had the surgery, and all that time has been in recovery. I haven't been able to do much of anything, and so I haven't been making videos. It's not until now that I can actually sit upright. So it would make videos make it a little bit difficult to make a video, but yeah. So that's taken care of. I'm totally on the mend. Can lift things now. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's been it's been a huge change in lifestyle on the way I live my life. So the daily routines are totally different now, and what that actually I found ended up doing was kind of cuts into my reading routine. I haven't been reading as much as you would think, being laid up for so long, just because I'm getting used to living differently. So all that to say, I never left YouTube. I am going to start making videos again, probably not as frequently, not like I was frequent before, but you know, I'm a slow reader, so, and the fact that I'm trying to find my time to read again is going to be a little bit dicey right now, so I'm just going to be easing back into it. But so I just wanted to hop on here and just explain where I've been. But second, and more importantly, I wanted to hop on here because during that time that I was out, a couple of folks here on BookTube reached out. Nick over at the Book Graveyard and Brian from Bad Taste Books. You know, I kind of went away, and they kind of reached out and checked in and wanted to see how I was doing, and for that I'm utterly grateful. I mean, that's what makes being a part of BookTube so special, is those kinds of connections and the caring that we have for one another, and I really appreciate that. And even beyond that, just checking in, they sent a couple of care packages, and so I want to show you what they sent. And now I have opened these up already because I just couldn't wait. You know, I'm not one of those types of people who can sit around and wait till Christmas. Got to have it now, sort of thing. So I opened them up, but let me get to show you what they got. Now, first up is Brian. He sent me 3 books of a series that all right, look, it's kind of wild. I've chatted with Brian a few times in the comments, but we've never met, never conversed outside of BookTube comments. Yet he nailed exactly the kind of stuff that I like to read. And what I'm talking about is he sent Time of the Fox, part of the book 1 of the Time Warrior series, as well as Hour of the Scorpion, which is book 2, and Day of the Snake, book 3. And these, of course, are all by Matthew J. Costello. And these, I love time travel novels. I love reading time travel novels. I love watching time travel movies. And of course, this has the element of action, adventure, military fiction mixed in as well. And they are on rock. So dude nailed it. So Brian, thank you so much. I'm really excited about getting into reading these books. So just as soon as I can. This looks great. So thanks again to Brian. And then Nick sent a couple of things over. First up is Lady of the Haven. This is Adventures of the Empire Princess, Book 1 on Playboy Press. I do have a copy of this. However, I think mine is not as clean as this one is, so I'll probably swap them out. I haven't started reading this series yet, so I'm still excited to read this and get to it. So glad to have a nicer copy than the one I had currently. And then, talk of the BookTube, one of the series that everybody's talking about, everybody's looking for, including myself, the Sam Durrell series by Edward S. Ahrens. He sent along Assignment Kung Hai Kill. And I'm not sure exactly where this fits into the whole sequence, but as far as I remember, you can read these standalone. I've read one. I've got a couple others, not this one. So yeah, this I think I can just get into this whenever. So that's an awesome series to keep reading them. Yeah, this next one, a novelization of Taxi Driver, the movie, which I saw, I don't know, many years ago, and I really enjoyed that movie. And I've been thinking about it's been popping up on streaming, and every now and then I'll add it to the list, and then it goes off, and then I add it back when it comes back, and I just never get around to watching it again. But to have the novelization, that's really cool. I didn't even know there was one. So this is I'm excited to get into this too as well. I think I'm gonna probably hit this one before I watch it again. That's just to see how it goes. I know it's not a movie based on a book; it's a book based on a movie. But anyway, this next one, I just love this cover. This is The Broker's Wife by Max Collins. Gotta love those Gals with Guns covers. So I haven't heard of this. It's about a hitman named Quarry, it looks like, and of course his wife cheats on him, and that kind of starts him down this road, it sounds like, to explosive violence. It almost sounds like it's a series. Don't miss the next action-packed Quarry adventure, it says. So I'm gonna have to check into that. But yeah, this looks fantastic. Again, right up my alley. Now here's one. Everybody knows this author. This is Swords in the Mist by Fritz Leiber. Everybody knows who he is. I have never read anything by Fritz Leiber. And this is the third book in the Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser series, which again, I've heard of, everybody's talked about, I've never read. So this is going to be a great kick in the butt to start digging more into his work. So definitely need to do that. So very cool. This next one, Haken, the Vikings Revenge. Yep, the Vikings Revenge, book 2 of the Haken series. Now I read this series, maybe around 1986, somewhere around in there. And I kept a couple of the books from them. So I still have a couple of these books laying around from that time. Not this one, though. I have book 1 and book 3, and I needed 2 and 4. So now I have 1, 2, and 3. I can get back into the series. This is not, from what I remember, this is definitely, obviously it's Viking. It's historical fiction, but it's definitely got a men's adventure element to it, if you know what I'm talking about. There's not sword and sorcery. It's pretty much, if I remember correctly, there might have been some mystical stuff in there. Maybe not. But yeah, I enjoyed it way back then, and I'm looking forward to starting this all over again and checking this out. So cool one to have. And this one was really interesting. The Chinese Gold Murders by Robert Van Gulik. And reading a little bit, I knew nothing about this. I'd never heard of it before, and I read a little bit about on the back and did some research. And it's the author based this story as well as a whole series of stories on was it Dr. Lee or Judge Judge D, that's what it is. A historical character in ancient China who was sort of a detective PI sort of dude. And all the stories take place in ancient China. That's a very interesting twist on the whole PI sort of genre. So I'm excited about reading this one. And this one kind of fits, just the type of story fits into something I'm kind of doing, kind of taking the channel in a certain direction. So this is a great place to start. So very excited about this. Didn't know anything about it until I got it. Once I got it and learned about it, oh hell yeah, I want this one. So that's awesome. Oh, another one that's just right up my alley, man. California Shakedown, Hawk number 5. I've read one Hawk book before. Again, not this one, but oh man, yeah, men's. I mean, look at that cover. I mean, you just can't. That just screams that this is going to be quality. So I definitely am going to get into this one pretty quick. I don't, can't remember what one I read, if it was early or late. I don't know. Well, anyway, so I'm definitely going to check this out as soon as possible. And then finally, this one was just funny. This had a little note on it that Nick said basically, this is, if ever I'm feeling down, which I was, that I needed to read this one because it is a ninja master who is throughout the story suffering from explosive diarrhea. So yeah, this is Dragon Rising by Wade Barker. Just sounds, I mean, it just sounds off the wall, crazy as shit. So I'm excited to read this one. So Nick, thanks so much. I really appreciate that. That gave me a good laugh. But yeah, can't wait to check that one out too. So yeah, Nick, Brian, thank you so much. You guys made the weeks that I was kind of getting in a different headspace very, very bearable. And just knowing, just this the expression, the thought, I really appreciate it. So thanks, guys. And yeah, that's what makes BookTube so great. So now, what's next? Definitely am going to start making more videos again. I can't commit to a schedule or anything of that nature. I am taking a different approach to what I read. Now, right now I'm slogging through a monster fantasy anthology that is, combined with trying to find the new time to read, and just the fact that it's kind of not holding my interest very well. But I'm not going to DNF it. I just feel guilty about doing that. I bought it for one, so I spent the money. I'm going to get my money's worth out of it. And two, people wrote it, so I don't know. I feel that they deserve to have me at least finish it. I don't know. And again, mental things. So that's probably sounds weird to a lot of people. But anyway, once I get through that, I'm going to start hopefully getting back into some of the more normal reading that I do. And we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to continue to do book hauls because I love watching book hauls. I love the everybody showing what they've bought, because not only is it cool, but it also allows me to see things that I've not seen before, because we just can't see everything there ever was in our local thrift stores or whatever. So just great for adding things to my to buy list, which I may or may not get around to, but I enjoy adding them. So I'm going to continue to do my book hauls just in case other people out there are interested in the things that I'm finding and bringing home. And then we'll just take it from there. We'll see what happens. So yeah, definitely not gone. I am definitely still going to be around, and I will be lurking about and watching your videos and commenting as I can. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. So yeah, hope you all are doing well. And until next time, which may be in a couple of weeks, I hope you stay well, stay safe, and enjoy some good reading.